Live from San Juan Capistrano, the home of the Swallows and the birthplace of Orange County. It's Capistrano Live.
Capistrano Live, welcome to Capistrano Live, streaming positivity, uplifting lives, and it's all coming to you live at Capistrano. San Juan Capistrano is the place you really should come through, yo. And when you get here, what's what I'm gonna do? Turn you on to San Juan Capistrano. It's Capistrano Live, welcome to Capistrano Live, streaming positivity and uplifting lives, and it's all coming to you live from San Juan Capistrano.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Capistrano Live. Very glad that you're here. Like this page and share it, and feel free to engage on the chat on Facebook. Feel free to engage. We've got a great show. I know I say that all the time, but we got a great show for a lot of different reasons. One, because you're watching and hearing it, and two, because you're just here, and our guests are awesome people, aside from being excellent in their individual endeavors and crafts. So it's just going to be fun. This show is designed to be 60 minutes of feel good. Step away from the propaganda, from the world of phenomena, and just be in the moment. Feel good. Be the highest and best version of yourself. And speaking of highest and best version, I'd like to thank some friends who help make us know. See, this is live, so if I make a mistake, I don't get to edit it out. I got to go back and re-say it. So let's try it again. Take two. I'd like to thank some friends who helped do this show possible. It wasn't grammatically correct, but you know what I'm talking about.
Let WJ Construction build your state-of-the-art greenhouse. We lead the nation as the premier builders of greenhouses. We offer full-service consulting to assist in selecting the correct building and environment to maximize your grow. We also construct storage units and indoor soccer arenas. So for planning, consulting, building, or rehab, call WJ Construction. Our reputation is your foundation. South Beach Pain and Injury Center in San Juan Capistrano, South Orange County's premier soft tissue specialist. With cleanliness and your safety as our utmost concerns, we offer Kinetison's 3D motion analysis, decompression therapy, state-of-the-art rehabilitation, performance nutrition therapy, and active release techniques used by professional athletes to increase mobility, decrease pain, and increase function, all of which are used to determine and treat your chiropractic needs. We also offer energy healing sessions by a certified Reiki master and life coach. So for your optimum wellness, South Beach Pain and Injury Center, San Juan Capistrano. Your wellness is our business. Welcome to the Best Western Plus Marina Shores Hotel, Dana Point, where our specialty is customer service. Our award-winning hotel outranks several 5-star hotels nearby in customer satisfaction. We pay special attention to luxury, comfort, and relaxation. And we use the most advanced disinfecting technology just for your safety. So for your vacation, staycation, or just plain getaway, it's the Best Western Plus Marina Shores Hotel. Why would you go?
Right on. Thank you so very much to those people who support us here at Capistrano Live Show. So I guess I want to be in a good mood and a good vibe, and I think it's only fitting that we consult my spiritual advisor, the Reverend Brother Pastor Deacon Dr. Doug.
This is the Reverend Brother Pastor Deacon Dr. Doug. And I come to you this morning with a heavy heart, because as I look out of the congregation, there's only 2 people here. One is my Uber driver, and he's only here because my credit card didn't clear. And the other is the man I hope to borrow $20 from to pay my Uber driver. I've obviously failed you as a pastor, and I'm asking you for one more chance and begging you, please, not to leave the church. I think I can put it to you best in song. Please, 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 please. Please, please, please.
Please don't leave the Reverend Brother Pastor Deacon Dr. Doug. Please don't leave the church. He's begging you. Don't make him beg like a Wookiee. Please, please. He's begging you.
Friends, I'm begging you.
Can't you see him begging?
I love you so.
You do it for Smokey Robinson.
Baby, please don't go.
Can't you see him begging? He's begging you. Please don't let the Rev walk out.
Please.
Come back to the church. Please don't leave the Reverend Brother Pastor Deacon Dr. Doug. Come back to the church.
He'll be a bum.
All right. I think we're spiritually fit right now. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to introduce to you, some of you may already know him, but it's my pleasure to introduce him, Mr. Matt Duplisey and the Matt Duplisey Band.
How's it going, everybody? My name is Matt. We're going to be playing a few songs for y'all. I'm here with my boys. They're from a band called Happy Rabbits, so check them out if you haven't yet. They're fantastic. So, yeah, this song's called About the Sky. Enjoy. She moves like the leaves caught adrift by the breeze, and I've tried to make sense of it all. No time to waste, never stays in one place, and she'll change entirely by the fall. 'Cause she's the road never traveled. She below from above. But one thing for certain, she's low-key my love. Yeah. All right. Everyone knows not to go where she goes, for she isn't in search of a fare. But still, every time that she passes them by, it's an arduous task not to stare. Yeah, 'cause she's the road never traveled. She below from above. But one thing's for certain, she's low-key my love. Yeah. All right. Yeah.
All right. Mr. Matt Duplisey, like this page and share it. Y'all caught me on my phone. All right, but I'm not anymore. Like this page and share it. So I got to tell you, I'm gonna introduce one of my good friends. We've known each other for 30 or so years. I was 6 and he was 50. You may recognize him from the NBC series Chuck. He also did a short film at the beginning of the pandemic called Stacks. It's a short film, and he's going to be one of the stars in the new Tyler Perry production, All the Queen's Men. Please welcome my good buddy, Mr. Mark Christopher Lawrence. Yeah, I know. You made an interest like we're in a Tonight Show. It's have a seat, buddy.
You know, why I got to be 50?
Wow, man. You know what? We can't. The light is not catching your hat, and I don't know if you're uncombed or not. Yeah, you. Who knew?
I don't know if you're uncombed.
Okay, unbuffed. You look good,
I
man.
just want to show that hat off because it's got long hair. Did you notice that?
Yeah. So okay, I get it. So it's not just a hat; it's like a hair hat.
It's a hair hat. Makes me feel like
It's like a toupee with a brim.
Exactly. Exactly. Sometimes you need that.
I know.
That's a nice little single file line of mustache you got right there.
Okay, see.
Like a little single file line of hairs you got.
Okay, Mark knows that I don't grow thick mustaches, so I have to like mascara them on, and he brought that up. Right on, bro. Good to have you here, man.
Hey, that's just love.
I know it is, brother. I know it is.
30 years of love is what that is.
So, man, Mark has been a lot of people. I got to share this. A lot of people when our recess period came, were saying, "Oh my God, there's nothing I can do." Blah blah blah. Things are changing. But you're one of those people who's been optimistic, who's been positive, who's been active, and not only looking for things but creating things to do. Like Stax was brilliant. That was absolutely brilliant. And getting involved and just being in the moment, and not like succumbing to the syndrome.
Well, I don't know. That first couple of weeks, I slept like a cat. I was sleeping 18, 20 hours a day. And then when I started understanding the cat, when the cat would say, "Hey, what are you, a cat?"
Yeah.
Then
right.
I decided I probably should get out of the bed.
Yeah.
Because clearly I'm starting to hear the cat. But yeah, I mean, just trying to not be bored is what it was.
Yeah.
I remember about the fourth week, I was like, "Oh, we still doing this?"
Yeah, right? Because it was supposed to be like 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks, and everybody go back to work.
13 months later.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're still waiting on the right 2 weeks.
Right.
It hasn't been the right 2 weeks yet. Yeah.
So just trying to stay busy is what it was.
Right on, man.
Yeah.
What have you done aside from the professional side of it? What have you been doing with Mark to stay busy, and how do you keep Mark fit? You know what I'm saying? Because you're sharp.
Man, I keep Mark fat just by walking to the kitchen a lot. I don't know. I just figure out what I want to do in a day and do it. Early on I taught, like last summer, I taught Shakespeare and I taught stand-up comedy to kids, and just trying to stay busy is what it was about.
Right on, man. Right on. No, I didn't know you. I know you're a thespian.
Yes.
But Shakespeare is one of your fortes.
I'm trained.
Right on.
Yes.
Shakespeare.
Yes.
What's your favorite Shakespeare play?
Ooh, that's a hard one.
Mine is A Winter's Tale.
Winter's Tale?
I love it.
Well, I like...
Beware the Ides of March.
I like the Richards.
Okay.
Especially the Hunchback Richard. I love him. Because he's so...
You gotta love a Hunchback.
Despicable. you know what I mean? He's like... He tells his woman, "I'm gonna kill your dad, I'm gonna kill your uncle, and then it's gonna be me and you." And he does it,
as it probably should have been.
Yeah. So, in Othello, but I like the character Iago in Othello, as opposed to Othello. I'd rather play Iago because that is the role. He is the ultra villain.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool, man. So, all the Queen's Men.
So. Every year, there comes a point in my life where I feel like I need to take a break. I got to get out of town and do something. So last year, I was trying to go away for my birthday, and it didn't happen because of COVID. And then finally, I told my sister, I said, "You know what? I just got to get out of town. I'm going to go up and visit some people in Sacramento and hang out, and maybe go over to Reno."
You got family in Sacramento?
Just buddies.
Okay.
Yeah. And
that's my hometown.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
And so
I know you know, but they didn't know, so I had to say it to you, make it sound like I wasn't saying.
Home slice from Sacktown.
Shout out to Carlene, meet your friend.
So while I was up there, I got this audition, and everything is on tape now anyway. So I was like, okay, so I find a ring light at like TJ Maxx and stick my phone in it and do the audition and send it in, and then by the time I got back, we hadn't had a job.
Wow.
In Atlanta, in the bubble. You know,
Right,
Tyler's
right.
doing it right. He's got a
Right.
serious bubble going on over there.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, my nose was tapped so many times. This is a family show.
Right, right.
But I felt safe.
Yeah.
Is the thing, you know, because it's a serious bubble. They test you the day after you get hired. They test you 3 days before you fly.
Wow.
Fly out privately. You know, go right to the studio, put you up in a house there. You test when you get there in the garage of the studio. Put you in the house. You don't move around for 4 hours. You get the
That's sweet.
when they get all the tests back, then they open up camp.
Right.
And once you're in, there's no getting out until it's done.
Oh man,
Yeah,
that's neat.
yeah, it's great.
What was it like working with Tyler?
Didn't work with Tyler.
Okay.
Tyler exec produced. He didn't write or direct, he's not acting in the show.
Really?
Yeah.
This is the one.
This is the this
is the Tyler
one.
Perry.
This is
Hey,
the
Tyler.
one. But I tell you what, so proud of what he did
Yeah.
with the studio. I mean, it's amazing. I've worked every major studio in the country and in Canada, and it's a major motion picture studio and better than most because it has housing.
And aside from what he's done with his studio, Tyler's drive and his personal story
Oh,
is exceptional. It's if you haven't read the story of Tyler Perry, he's an exceptional man.
yeah.
He's an exceptional man, and his life has been challenged, I would say, to the extreme.
Yeah, I think so.
And he's overcome those. He's used those challenges. It hasn't been a smooth side of the mountain, but he's used all of those obstacles or obstructions as traction, and he has really made not just a life for himself, but a life for so many other people.
So many people are working because of him.
Yeah, exactly, man.
You know,
Exactly.
and I'm proud to be one of them.
I know you
You know,
are.
I'm recurring, but you
Yeah.
know, hopefully when it gets picked up for the second season, I'll be back.
That'd be great, man. That'd be great.
Because I was good. if
Well,
I
you know
must say
what?
so myself.
You can be back here anytime you want, man.
Oh, all right. You know, because this is my favorite place to play.
Right on. You'll
This
be.
is the first place I ever saw a concert. Was here.
Who'd you see?
I don't remember.
And-
It was in the 70s.
And for those of you who don't know, this show is streamed live from the Coach House Concert Hall. And again, pardon me, but for those of you who don't know, this coming weekend, April 9th, the Coach House will be open as a restaurant, and we will have live entertainment here. You need to call the box office at 949-496-8930 for details. You want to know how I know the number?
How do you know the number?
Because I used to be in the box office answering the phone.
Oh, see? Well, that part. You're a man of
That
many,
part.
many hats. Man of
Right?
many hats.
I've done everything here to Coach House, from the box office to actually working in the kitchen.
Yeah, and when
to
you're done today,
everything.
we're going to have to get you to sweep up this stage.
I know,
'cause there's
right?
We'll give you a lint roller. Put you to work.
Mark and I go back a few years. My first time being in a motion picture was with you,
Oh, Fear of a Black Hat.
Fear of a Black Hat. And if you've never seen the movie Fear of a Black Hat, it's a hilariously funny movie. And one of the most memorable videos in the movie, aside from my scene, was Mark playing. No, it wasn't. It was
PM Dawn.
PM Dawn.
B.
But you did the music video. I'm only human. I'm just a human.
Yeah,
I'm just
tone
a
deaf,
human.
just a
Tone
human.
deaf. Yeah, he played tone deaf doing a music video. I'm
The
just
new
a human.
Formatics.
Yeah. And he does the wildest mixing or scratching you'll ever see a human being doing.
Hey.
And for no other reason, you should watch it to see that.
Hey, I studied a lot of
technique?
a lot of DJs and their technique, and I wanted to take it that extra level.
Yeah, you did. You took it to a new level, all right. So you got to check it out and see it. Mark, I'm so glad you're here. Stick around, man, because I've got a guy coming up who has been a gift in my life, showing me things that I could do to stay healthy and not have to involve pharmaceuticals and stuff like that. But his name is Dr. Stephen Bartz. We'll be back with him, but I want you to stay because I want to share what he's giving with you.
Oh, cool.
We do that?
Yeah.
All right, right on.
Yeah,
I know you say yeah because I'm your ride home.
Right
I'm
on.
just kidding.
Right on.
Mr. Mark Christopher Lawrence. And now we're going to have some more music from our wonderful music guest, Mr. Matt Duplisey and the Matt Duplisey Band.
All right. This one's called Tune for Renee. 1, 2, 1, 2. She's a heartbreaker. song, but admiration, because you have made it through. Sing a sad song, but inspiration, because now you have come through. She's a heartbreaker, she's alright. She never caught a break, but she's alright. Yeah, so there's nothing you can do to break this girl's heart. She's alright. Yeah, Renee, you must know they love you. Locked away, but it was all for you. It must be hard for the one to love so much, to leave you on your own and break your trust. I've seen you at your lowest, the dark emotion, but you always made it through. You thought they were showing pure devotion, but I know you may come to. This one's called Life Done Right. When you're feeling healing from the storm, take you some big on wheels to get thicker, but not today. Someone come around and take me away from here. Something to that same old, that ain't right. Feels like life done right is so dull. That ain't right, that ain't right, that ain't right. Someone come around and get me out of here. I'm feeling ill and sick and dumb. It don't matter, just show them how it's done. People taking extra stars in the wrong sides of town, thinking they're gonna make some memory live upside down. Something to that same old, that ain't right. Feels like life done right is so dull. That ain't right, that ain't right, that ain't right. Someone come around and take me away from here. All right, so this is actually my first time ever playing guitar live, so you guys are lucky seeing this time in history. This one's called James. James sitting on the park with his mom, wondering if anybody out there still cares. We've all been there. Well, James sitting on his PSP, wondering if he's ever gonna be 13. We've all been saved. James, don't you know it's all for you? Your mom is not among those killers who let you down. Well, James, it's all for you. Well, James, it's all for you. James, sitting on the dock with his mom, fighting Star Wars, living his home in his dreams. We've had that dream. James, don't you know it's all for you? Your mom is not among those killers who let you down. James, it's all for you. Well, James, it's all for you. 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 It's all for you, babe. It's all for you, yeah. It's all for you. It's all for you. All right, get it going, boys. This is actually the first song I ever wrote. This one's called Chasing the Sun. It's gonna be coming out. All these songs are hopefully gonna be coming out in the next month or so on an album called Thanks Eddie. But yeah, this one's called Chasing the Sun. Hope y'all enjoy. My name is Matt Duplisey. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Can't stand to look when we're all looking to the west. They're in their so subconscious. Don't worry, I won't be like the rest. Everyone's different, but they're looking the same. How enough of them behind you? Everyone's chasing, everyone's craving. And in the end, when death has got you in its jaws, did you ever get what you wanted? You never even knew what it was. It's right down, you can run all you want. We see it, but we can't beat it to the door. The setting sun, we're racing towards, I can't tell what it's for. The setting sun, we're racing towards, can you tell anymore? Can you tell me? You're running down the dunes of life, but what's promised turned into a facade. Another you won't end in paradise. You find that it's a mental mirage. The end of the rainbow ain't no lucky pot of gold. This hamster wheel you're on won't matter when you're old. The setting sun, we're racing towards, I can't tell what it's for. The setting sun, we're racing towards, can you tell what and more? Can you tell me? The setting sun, we're racing towards, I can't tell what it's for. The setting sun, we're racing towards, can you tell anymore?
That is Mr. Matt Duplisey. You can do that louder. You can. Yeah, yeah.
Thank you.
Matt's like, thanks, Mom. You should be proud. Matt's a young guy, too. We're going to talk to Matt a little later. All of them are. You guys are so young, you know? And that's out of sight. That's out of sight of all the things young people could be doing. These guys are using the language of love by the way of music, and I love it, man. Right on. So, speaking about life, love, and music, breathing is a music, and I have a guy here. This guy, his name is Dr. Stephen Bartz, and he is head of the South Beach Pain and Injury Center here in San Juan Capistrano. I'm going to tell this story again for those who haven't heard it. I had an injury, required surgery, didn't want to have surgery. I went and saw this man, and a little less than 2 months later, I didn't require surgery. In fact, the injury would not show up on an x-ray. And, and all thanks to him. And I learned a lot more than the physical component of that. Nutrition, breathing, exercise, mentally, was all a big part of the healing, and I learned it from this man, and I'm so glad that he's here today. Hello.
Well, in the immortal words of the late, great Yogi Berra, it feels like deja vu all over again.
Right on, man. Glad you're here. Glad you're here. One of the most important things you taught me about was breathing.
Yeah, I'm a big fan.
Yeah, and he does stand-up comedy. No, he doesn't.
People might be wondering why a chiropractor would be into breathing. And the reason is, again, twofold. One, we're all doing it. And two, like I joke with my friends, I'm a recovering respiratory therapist. And so given what's going on in the world today, we might cover something that actually is beyond what we keep hearing, which is the mantra of how do we protect ourselves in this climate, which is wear a mask, wash your hands, stay 6 feet apart, and treat every human being you meet as a biological terrorist.
Yeah, right.
So what I have found is that breathing is something, again, we all take for granted. We all do it.
I didn't know until you told me that, because when I would exercise or jump rope, which is a favorite thing of mine, that I would breathe like through my mouth all the time. And that is not the correct way to breathe, even when you're exercising.
Exactly. When I started doing the initial research into this, I was really surprised at how many people aren't breathing correctly. And correctly is just what you said, breathing through your nose. And if you don't do that, it's amazing what can go south on you.
For instance?
Sleep apnea. If you're snoring, you're breathing through your mouth. Breathe through your mouth during the night and day, you're losing 40% more hydration.
Wow.
It literally will change the shape of your airways and the structure of your face.
And you shared one of the most cost-effective treatments for sleep apnea with me, and I couldn't believe how much cheaper it is than one of the sleep apnea machines. Share that, please.
Shut your mouth.
And there you go. No, but actually...
It's a simple technique called mouth taping. Yeah. And it's becoming quite in vogue because this is becoming a pretty hot button issue.
Right.
And again, if you're breathing through your mouth, you're creating a lot of physiological problems and anatomical problems.
And the solution was just a simple strip of tape.
That's it. Simple as
Taping
that.
your mouth closed.
Who knew?
67 cents at the dollar store. Yeah. So what are you going to show us? Mark and I are going to Dr. Mark, Dr. Stephen, Mark, Stephen. We'd love to go through a breathing exercise with you.
Okay.
And I'm like, and then I'd love to get a speech pathologist if you could.
Well, what I thought we would cover are maybe two, and we'll try and squeeze them in if we can get that. The first is called the Wim Hof breathing method.
Okay.
And for a refresher, you can go on to his website, Wim, W-I-M, Hof, H-O-F, method.com, and learn this technique for free. It's actually very simple, but amazingly powerful. It's actually being studied at 5 major universities right now for its ability to upregulate the immune system and other factors. They've done experiments where they will inject these guys with a E. coli derivative.
Guys who do this process regularly.
Right, it isn't just him. He's not a super freak. It's an endotoxin that would make you and I sick as a dog. And it literally has no effect on these guys.
Wow.
So it's really, it's been proven in the trenches. A lot of professional athletes are starting to learn it. This guy has also done some pretty amazing things as far as climbing Mount Everest with no oxygen and a pair of shorts.
Right.
He has several Guinness World Book records of swimming under the ice without a wetsuit or oxygen.
And probably for the length of time he can hold his breath.
Well, that is part of what happens. Is it's not only increased breath hold time. Part of the technique is also cold water immersion. Again, this has been shown to upregulate the immune system when we do this.
I'm game. You in?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay, well, it's real easy. It's simply we're going to take 30 breaths. Okay. And what we are not going to do is hyperventilate.
Okay.
Okay, hyperventilating is, okay, and again, through the nose.
I had somebody call me last with the, never mind.
So we want to breathe through our nose, if you can. Okay. Some people can't. But if you can, we're breathing primarily through our nose. And what we're going to do is we're going to take a deep breath in and not completely exhale all the way. So it would look something like this. So we'll take 30 breaths. Now, do you actually want to do it, or do you want to just go through the theory of it?
Let's do it.
Okay, well, I'll count for you then.
Okay.
Okay, you guys ready?
Yeah.
All right, start. Now, at the 30th breath, you're going to take a breath in, let the air out, and hold it as long as you can. When you can't hold your breath any longer, take as deep a breath as you can and hold that at the top of the inhalation for as long as you can. Now, what this is doing is alkalinizing the system. Your lungs are the single greatest organ in your body to alkalinize your system. So what's interesting about that is that in the language of biology, I would talk about a pH of 7.40 in the human body being neutral. As we go more alkaline, we're going higher on the pH scale. So interestingly, an electrical engineer would say, oh, 7.40, that's negative 25 millivolts. So interestingly, again, as we go higher on the pH level, we're going higher on the energetic level. How do you feel?
Good.
Let me caution you about something. Don't ever do this while you're driving. Don't ever do it while you're swimming. I mean, this is a technique free drivers use, but the novice doesn't want to start there. So not when you're swimming and not when you're driving. And in fact, he suggests you do this seated or lying, because as you can tell, the aftermath, this experience of what you're feeling here can be so intense, you can literally pass out.
Tingly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt it on both ends.
You still holding your breath?
He's still holding his, he's showing off.
He is. He's relayed that he started, since he started doing this, can now hold his breath over 4 minutes.
He wasn't hugged enough as a child.
Man!
Hug me or I'll hold my breath.
17 years later. Wow. Yeah, needless to say, it does get you a little silly.
You get a little lightheaded.
You get a little silly. Yeah.
Now,
All right.
As you can see, your energy levels have
Oh, my
come up.
energy level is amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Now, the next breathing technique we'll cover is actually designed to do the exact opposite,
Okay.
which is to calm us down. And in this day and age, I think we can all use a little of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's very simple, and again, it is amazing how many different cultures who have not been in association with each other seem to, at the same time, come up with the same type of breathing techniques. So essentially what this one is you're breathing in slowly
Okay.
for about 6 seconds. And then you're going to slowly exhale for 6 seconds. Okay. One of the main reasons we need to breathe through our nose is because of the architecture of the nose slows the airflow down so that there's more time for not only oxygen to exchange, but more importantly, maybe carbon dioxide.
To exit.
Not necessarily exit, but be part of the system. It's a balance.
Oh, okay.
CO2 is considered a metabolic waste product, but it's also something the more we're finding out is absolutely vital, again, to good health.
Really?
Yeah. Okay. So one of the techniques I've done with this is to breathe in slowly through my nose for 6 seconds and incorporate a yoga technique
3, 6,
where we're breathing out and repeating the word Om, which is the sound of the universe.
Demonstrate it and we'll follow you.
So, and if you notice what I'm doing is I am trying to completely exhale all of my air.
Let's start together then.
In.
This is how the OJs got started.
Well, I was just thinking maybe we should start a 3-piece band and call ourselves the Monks.
And we do that, we just repeatedly, or is it just a couple
The
of
more
times?
you do it, the better.
Wow. Right on.
And does that help you with like lung capacity and all that?
That's a fantastic point. One of the longest, probably most conclusive studies ever done on longevity and heart disease was the Framingham Heart Study in Framingham, Massachusetts. Went on for 70 years. Wow. And what they showed was something really fascinating. When you try to determine what is the common denominator for longevity, there doesn't seem to be one. I mean, people who routinely hit 100, some are carnivores, some are vegetarians. Some drink, some don't. Some smoke, some don't. But the one common denominator is lung volume. The people
Which
who
is
live
like capacity.
Lung capacity, VC. This is the single best predictor for not only longevity, but good health.
Wow.
The bigger your lungs are, the better you're going to be.
Wow. My ex-wife's going to live a long time.
I was watching The Island. I figured I'd just make enough money to buy me a lung. Grow me somebody to clone.
Right? To like drag it along, right? Wow. I am so glad that you're here. I'm so glad that you shared this. If you don't know, the doctor runs the South Beach Pain and Injury Center here in San Juan Capistrano, and he has a website called mypainfix.com. He has a newsletter that has so much more information than he can share on this show, because if he shared on this show, then it would be his show, because he's got that much information. But you definitely want to go to his website. You can register and get his newsletter. And if you're interested in things that you can do, practical things that you can do, and this is one of the things that I love about what you share with me, because a lot of the things you shared with me weren't things that you administered, just like learning how to breathe and stuff like that. So when a doctor is not necessarily trying to put it on the ticket and sharing things with you, you gained a lot of credibility with me.
Thank you.
By the way, I recommended somebody to you, and they came and saw you last week, and they stopped by today, and they said, you know what? They had a mobility problem, and they couldn't lift their arm.
The guitar player.
Yes, yeah, and he stopped by today. He goes, I did my third session with him today, and he goes, and it's amazing. He goes, you know, he's got full mobility, and he didn't have it before. So, Dr. Stephen Bartz, I thank you so much, man.
Thank you.
Right on, man. And now, I'd like to tell you guys about... So I have a new show, and it's called Orange County Eats, where I visit restaurants all over Orange County and show you great places to eat. And it's more than just showing you the front of the restaurant. You get a chance to feel the atmosphere, the clientele, the menu. Just take a look at OC Eats. This episode of Orange County Eats features John's Fish Market, located in the Dana Point Harbor, Dana Point, California.
Sheila here with John's Fish Market, Dana Point Harbor. Welcome to 2021. We have our new extended courtyard seating here. The harbor brings tables up to 36 tables available for seating. We've now turned our business into a full-service business through the year, and we're absolutely enjoying it. Year-round here, you can get all your local seafood straight from the boats, straight from the docks, up and down the coast of Mexico, all the way up to Alaska, sometimes over to Hawaii. So come on in, let's check it out. And then there's our house specialty, salmon candy and smoked fish, which we smoke in-house daily with our 40-year-old recipe. You can get this fresh every day. These are our taco and our grill selections of the day. So you got your shrimp tacos, your swordfish tacos, yellowtail tacos, sea bass tacos, tuna tacos, and then you have halibut, salmon, swordfish, yellowtail, red snapper, tuna, and sea bass for the grill. We have 7 different types of seasoning that you can put on your fish, and that's the fish that comes straight from the fish cake. So we make our coleslaw by hand here. One of our original sides to get with the fish and chips. You can also have a salad, white rice, French fries for your sides. And this summer again, we're going to bring back the poke when the fresh local bluefins start coming in again. So we'll have our fresh, made-to-order, build your own poke bar. And that's been a hit, so we'll see you this summer. Everything we make here, we make it by hand. So, today we have uni, a little specialty. We have your live, local sea urchin. These are a delicacy for the sushi. And you can open them up and you will have the uni inside. We have your made lobsters, which these are actually coming from the state of Massachusetts. So we have anywhere from 4 to 5 pounds down to just your bite-sized meal. So these guys are fun to have as a meal. And we also can get you abalone and box crabs, rock crabs, California king crab, mussels, oysters, clams, and a lot of live shellfish. So come on down to John's.
You probably can get me a 1967 Pontiac Grand Prix.
Probably. What originally started John's Fish Market is John, my dad, was a sword fisherman, a commercial sword fisherman. So he would go out and he would catch it right out here to Dana Point, and they would come in and they would make fish and chips with swordfish. So a lot of people like to have their fish and chips, the original fish and chips, served with cod, Alaskan cod, only because it's a little moister. Swordfish can get dry sometimes, but not when you deep fry it. It stays really nice and moist, and it really is my most favorite fish and chips fish, is the swordfish. So in 2019, after 38 years of no beer and wine, we decided to introduce beer and wine into the business. So we have brought you over 45 different beers and wines. And you can always come. One of our favorites here is, of course, the Boddington. You cannot have a fish and chips without a Boddington. No.
Well, I'm eating John's combination, and it's awesome. It's a little bit of everything, some cod, some shrimp, some scallops, and I have some french fries and some salad with it, but the coleslaw is also really good. I've been coming here probably, 20-some years. Whenever I come down to Dana Point, now that I live nearby, I come as often as I can.
Best fish and chips ever. We've been eating here for years.
From here, seriously, Mexico to San Francisco, you're not going to find better chips anywhere.
I'll agree.
And the fish is completely moist, cooked perfectly. Come on down, you're going to love it.
I've been coming here for 20 plus years, but I moved out of the area, so it's the first time back in 3 or 4 years. Clam chowder is excellent, and I've never had it here before, and it's perfect. I love it.
I ordered what was recommended by the house. It's the swordfish
fish and chips. Thank you.
Of course, sir.
So let's give it a go. Okay, I see I have a couple of different dipping sauces. One appears to be like a house sauce. The other appears to be a conventional tartar sauce. Let's check it out. This house sauce is awesome. It's spicy, but it's not hot. Got a little bite to it, but as I say, it's not hot. This fish, it's moist, it's flaky, kind of falls apart in your mouth. It's not soggy. The breading is really crispy. This is awesome. Let's try the tartar sauce. I give the fish an A+. Now I'm going to try the coleslaw. They make it fresh here every day. It's great. Got the right combination of a little sweet, little twang. All the vegetables are crisp and crunchy. This is good. And finally, the French fries. Some people say you can't go wrong with French fries, but you can. These are done right. John's Fish Market, Dana Point Harbor, Dana Point. This is where Orange County eats.
All right, and welcome back. So that's called OC Eats, and we're visiting restaurants all over Orange County, all different types of cuisines, even food trucks, and just to keep you abreast of great places to eat. And speaking of great places to eat, the Coach House is opening its doors this coming Friday, April the 9th, for dinner, and there will also be live music entertainment. Call the box office at 949-496-8930. Look up on the website, thecoachhouse.com. We'd love to see you here. You know you want to be back here. It's been a while. This evening, I have the pleasure of Mr. Matt Duplisey being here. Let me get on this side.
How's it going, Doug?
Man, it's going good. I'm happy. I'm really, really happy, and I'm joyous. And in no small way has your music, in a very large way, your music and your being here tonight has contributed to that.
Oh, thank you, man.
I'm having a problem putting sentences together. Maybe it's because I was homeschooled by homeless people, but I don't know. Let's not go into that. This is not about me. This is about you, man. How old are you, Matt?
I'm 19, man.
19 years old. I love that, man. I got like these socks. 19.
Those socks are 19 years old?
19 years old. I'm getting ready to
Probably
fall over
wiser than
something,
me.
but I'm much too cool to fall on camera, so I would be at an incline while I interview. 19. And how old are you, Sam? Also 19. And Matt? 22. You guys are young. You've been writing music. You write your own music.
That's right, man. Yes, for about 4 years now. This kid's actually the one that really got me started. It's my producer right here, Sam.
And he's calling him kid. This kid over here.
I mean, sir.
Yeah.
Sorry, man.
That is so cool, man. So you guys collaborate. You guys collab together.
That's right, yeah.
That is awesome, man. Because I'll tell you what, it is so easy to walk lockstep in just a conventional life and think, okay, what job am I going to do, rather than think, what can I individually contribute through this individualized expression of God that's in you, man. And I'm so awesome. I'm grateful to see that happen, because it's an inspiration, and it has nothing to do with your age, but it has a lot to do with your courage and your desire to follow what's in your heart. All of you guys.
And that's a huge
I love
thing.
that.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's kind of what we're all about. We talk a lot about that feeling. I mean, I first got into music I was 4 years old, and I saw Indiana Jones, and the way John Williams and George Lucas worked together with the visuals and the sound, man. I was just got this feeling in my spine, man.
Yeah.
And we've just been chasing that feeling.
And you've been actively pursuing art since you were 4?
Yeah, film, acting, music, all of it. I've been.
What? He just picked up the music like what on the way over here?
Yeah, well, I mean, I took lessons for a while, and I actually quit for a few years, man.
Really? Because could you hear music beyond what you're being taught? Is that why you quit?
Kinda, yeah.
Okay.
That's pretty about it. Well, basically, I found my inspiration, which is Elton John, like Billy Joel, and I heard that music, and I fell in love with that, like in middle school.
Really?
And, you know, I've just been, it gave me that feeling again, man.
Wow.
And so then I chased after it, and I got into music, and here I am.
No matter what it is that you like, or if you don't even know what you like, experiment with things, crafts, painting, whatever it is, whatever the expression is. And when you find that one that gives you that feeling, I believe, I feel that feeling is the closest we'll get to having that connection with this power behind the word God, if you will, because that feeling is an energy. He also, I know he makes movies. He also makes, and he's doing my taxes. So, woo, this dude is, you're all that, man. I'm glad you're here, man. Will you do another number for us? And maybe me and Mark can join you guys and do one.
Yes,
Can
sir,
we do this?
yeah.
Matt Duplisey, ladies and gentlemen, right here on Capital Live. I'll take that mic from you, Matt. Capital Live, Matt Duplisey. And this is Matt. And that is Sam. And that is Matt. Grateful you guys are here. Kick it off.
This one's called Castle of Sand.
Isn't the blending act getting old? Look, you're not so bold, I'm not impressed. You're burning and turning and burning and turning all over. I know you'll soon fall over the edge. You're a diesel train at every stop you're turning, leaving acid rain, the feeling you're hooked on burning. Don't you know the pain? You don't know. You're building a castle all made out of sand, hoping it will withstand. But you're building a castle all made out of sand, hoping it will withstand. Well, I've been watching you for so long now. You never think you're wrong, but that ain't true. I just can't let them fall for your life now. Maybe I would have tried, but not for you, for you. You're a diesel train at every stop you're turning, leaving acid rain, the feeling you're hooked on burning. Don't you know the pain? You don't know. You're building a castle all made out of sand, hope it will withstand, babe. But you're building a castle, yeah, all made out of sand, and hoping it will withstand, babe. Don't you get get tired of spinning your web of life. Now Hansel and Gretel are trapped in a kettle. It's only a matter of time. Or maybe someday there'll be signs around town warning those who get too close. And maybe someday you'll find how you have spent your time's a waste. Oh, I agree. You're building a castle of sand.
My name is Matt Duplisey. Thank you, everybody. That was Castle of Sand.
Matt, thank you so very much, man. Sam, thank you for being here. Matt, thank you for being here. Y'all too cool for the room. It's like 7 in the evening. They got on sunglasses. I love it. I love it. I love being cool. Mark, Christopher Lawrence, Matt, Sam, Matt. So let's jam something and jam out. We want to thank our guest this evening, Dr. Stephen Bartz. Mr. Mark Christopher Lawrence, look out for him in the Tyler Perry production. All the Kingsmen, all the Queensmen, Mr. Matt Duplisey. You can look Matt up on Instagram, and he will keep you abreast on how you can get your hands on his music when it comes out. Want to thank the Coach House Concert Hall. And by the way, we're going to be opening on April 9th and 10th. That's the end of this week. So call the box office, make reservations. 949-496-8930. I would like to thank our expert technicians this evening, Andrew and Sean, for helping. Without them, this would not be happening. So, Mark, come in here, man. We're going to do some old school Motown. You ready for this? Okay. You might want to use that when you, all right?
I'm looking at the words.
I know. I just sprung this on Mark, so we like winging it. Here we go. Can we? People keep on learning. Soldiers keep on worrying. World keep on turning, 'cause it won't be too long. Yeah. Go for it, brother. Check it up. Keep on lying. Well, your people, they keep on dying. Yeah. World, they keep on turning. Yeah. Won't be too long. No. Yeah. To the beat. To the piano playing of Mr. Matt Duplisey. Take it away, Matt. Take it away. Mr. Matt Duplisey, yeah. Trying. say, sleepers, just stop sleeping, 'cause it won't be too long. So glad Daddy let me try it again. 'Cause my last time around I lived the whole world of sin. So glad Daddy know more than I knew then. I'm gonna keep on trying till I reach my highest ground. Bring it down a little bit. Yeah, listen to this. Huh. Don't you let nobody take you to a lower level. Just keep on and keep on and keep on until you reach your highest ground. Don't you let nobody take you to a lower level. Just keep on and keep on and keep on until you reach your highest ground. Thank you for joining us on Capistrano Live. Matt Duplisey, Mark Christopher Lawrence, Dr. Stephen Bartz, and most of all you. So glad Daddy let me try it again. 'Cause my last time around I lived the whole world of sin. So glad I know the man I knew then. I'm gonna keep on trying till I reach my highest ground. Yeah. Till I reach the highest ground. Yeah. Till God's gonna keep me down. You know that's right.
Hey, just go, hey.
Till I reach my highest ground. One more and on the one. Till I reach my highest ground.
Yeah.
Capo Live next week. See ya.
All right, yeah.
Woo.
Let WJ Construction build your state-of-the-art greenhouse. We lead the nation as the premier builders of greenhouses. We offer full-service consulting to assist in selecting the correct building and environment to maximize your grow. We also construct storage units and indoor soccer arenas. So for planning, consulting, building, or rehab, call WJ Construction. Our reputation is your foundation. South Beach Pain and Injury Center in San Juan Capistrano, South Orange County's premier soft tissue specialist. With cleanliness and your safety as our utmost concerns, we offer Kineticent's 3D motion analysis, decompression therapy, state-of-the-art rehabilitation, performance nutrition therapy, and active release techniques used by professional athletes to increase mobility, decrease pain, and increase function, all of which are used to determine and treat your chiropractic needs. We also offer energy healing sessions by a certified Reiki master and life coach. So for your optimum wellness, South Beach Pain and Injury Center, San Juan Capistrano. Your wellness is our business. Welcome to the Best Western Plus Marina Shores Hotel, Dana Point, where our specialty is customer service. Our award-winning hotel outranks several five-star hotels nearby in customer satisfaction. We pay special attention to luxury, comfort, and relaxation. And we use the most advanced disinfecting technology just for your safety. So for your vacation, staycation, or just plain getaway, it's the Best Western Plus Marina Shores Hotel. Why would you go anywhere else?